Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to discuss what is ellipse. So number one, where we have the standard form. So x minus h bracket square over a square plus bracket y minus k bracket square over b square equals to 1. So where we have the standard form. Second step, what we have to do is to determine the center where we have hk. So kindly compare with the standard form and then obtain the value for hk. Step number 3 is to identify the value of a, then b, followed by the formula where we have c is equals to square root of a squared minus b squared, or where we have c is equals to square root of b squared minus a squared. So mainly it depends on the situation. If the situation for square root of a squared minus b squared, meaning that the value of a must be greater than b. Whereas for the second case, where we have the square root of b squared minus a squared, and the value of a is less than b. Next, what we have to do is to find the major length. So meaning that we have to refer to the major axis where we have the value a and b. So it depends on the value a and b. If the value of a is bigger than b, so the x-axis will be the major axis. So if for the cases where the value b is greater than a, so the major axis will be the y. So after we determine the major axis, number 5, identify the minor length and the axis. Then followed by step number 6, having the graph. Finally, state down the vertices. So now let's have a look for the example. So given the situation where we have the standard form of ellipse, so the question asks us to find the vertices, foci, and center for the ellipse, hence sketch the graph. So step number 1, kindly compare the situation with the standard form. So where we have x plus 5 bracket square over a squared. So in here we have 4 squared plus bracket y minus 4 bracket square over 3 squared equals to 1. So this is what we have the standard form. Second step, we have to determine the center. So by comparing the situation, x minus h bracket square over a squared plus with y minus k bracket squared over b squared is equals to 1. So if we compare the situation, the center is equals to hk. So the h will be negative 5 and the k will be 4. After that, we have to determine the value of a, where we have 4 and then b is equals to 3. So notice that the value of a is greater than b. So the major axis will be the x, whereas for the minor axis will be y. Focus with number 4. Identify the c. So square root of where we have a squared minus b squared. So 16 minus 9. So c will be equals to square root of 7. Next, what we have to do is by referring to the graph. So kindly refers to the graph. So now what we have to do is to have the location for center where we have negative 5, 4. So here we have the center, C, -5, 4. So meaning that we will have the major axis. So the intersection point between the minor and the major axis is the center of the ellipse. Next, what we have to do is to identify the vertices for the major axis and also the minor axis. So kindly refers to A, where it is the x-axis. So meaning that we have to shifting for 4 units to the left and also the right because we are moving in the x-axis. So meaning that in here we have -5 shifting 4 units to the left. So we will have -6, -7, -8 and -9. So here will be the vertices for the major axis, -9, 4. Next, what we have to do is to shift right hand side, shift towards the right hand side for 4 units. So where we will have -4, -3, -2 and -1. So here will be the location for another vertices, or we can say the major vertices, where we have -1 and 4. Next, kindly refers to B. So the B refers to the y-axis. So meaning that we have to shift upwards or downwards for 3 units. If we are shifting upwards for 3 units, so we will have 4, 5, 6 and 7. So here will be the location for the minor vertices, and we will have -5 and 7. Again, repeat the situation. Now we are going to shifting downwards for 3 units. So where we will have 4, then 3, 2, 1. So here we have the minor vertices and name it as -5 and 1. Next, we have to illustrate the situation. So here we have the situation for ellipse. So from here, we are going to find the major length. So refers to this part, major lengths. So what is the major length? Major length is the length starting from -9 until this part, where we have -1. So in here, the major length is 8 units. Okay, because here we have 4 units, here same goes to 4 units, so add on we will have 8 units. Next, what we have to do is to focus on the minor length. So if for the minor length, kindly refers to this part where we have 7 and then this part where we have 1. So the minor length will be 6 units. Next, what we have to do is to identify the major and minor vertices. So as for the major vertices, so we will have -9, 4 and we have -1, 4. As for the minor vertices, so we will have -5, 7 and -5, 1. Next, what we have to find is the focus. So where is the location of focus? It's in between the major vertices and the center. So here will be the location for focus. So kindly refers to the value C. So meaning that we have to shift towards the left for 7 unit and also shift towards the right for the 7 unit. So for the foci, the answer will be -5 minus 7, 4, or and -5 plus 7, 4 with the coordinate. So here we are, and thanks for watching.